Okay, we're back making wonderful progress. Mr. Cheeks is dropping out this hook. I thought that the light dither was a hook. I think it kind of can be, but now he's doing this. He's got this hand on this giant red hook. It's massive. It looks like a giant cartoon, and it's got like this thing in it. It looks like an old ship hook. And he swings it around like he casts it down to you and hooks it onto your head. And at that point, you feel like you got a mohawk on your head like that. And then your spine turns on and he starts to drag you around. Then you start spinning around. So that's pretty much where I'm at. And Mickey is like sticking his head out, waving at me. Like, it's the most craziest shit. The motherfucker's like, hi. I'm like, what the f? And then he gets larger as you continue to do this. He gets larger like he's coming out at you like that. Like he's going to come down or something. All right, so let's talk about these electromagnetic what should I say, fields over these areas. All right, so whenever your body gets really hot or it burns, like under the loins, if you put turpentine under there, you're only going to have that combustion 1 or 2 times. After that, it doesn't burn anymore. It just gets warm with electrical flow. Electrical flow is allowing what is rusted and old and decayed and decrepit to flow with electricity. So the ears will combust. You feel pain here more than likely if you put turpentine in the ears. You feel pain on the sides of your eyes. It feels like glue is coming up and stabbing you in your eyeballs on the side. So these are basic electromagnetic fields going over the eyes that is producing this simulation of perception from inside the head. Then it's doing it here too. This is all giving you ears to hear and eyes to see. So it's sending, and then on the end of this, on a good day, you'll have electricity going around the outside of the ear like that. At first it hurts like shit, but then you're just sitting there and it's I think I managed to get that much on both ears last week, but it's going to come back. Right now it's starting to, and it hurts at first, but then it takes on its form. So these are electromagnetic fields, and they are not letting anything in here. So inside, you'll see that there's a lot of glue. That's what all this stuff is. The stuff that's seeping out has a dark earwax kind of color. That is the most infected stuff that reaches the surface. Anything that reaches the surface is getting either cooked or it is spilling over, if that makes sense. So in the corners of the eyes, they are getting cooked the most, almost like the pineal gland cooks that final layer of salt, which is probably just the most brownest, most blackest, nastiest shit on your pineal gland. This is what comes out of the corners of the eyes once you start cleaning it. See how everything's black and crispy? Because even though you're 98 degrees, there's some unfelt, unknown territory that steams like a kettle, that when it comes out, it crusts and it turns black like that, and it flakes and it sticks you in your eyes. Just flake them off and keep going. You'll get used to it. You might want to carry a rag so you can wipe your eyes with some coconut oil or something. All right, so underneath the armpits, let's talk about that. This brown stuff that we think is musk and salty funk is only poison. Let me show you. My shirt, I wash it every day, but you can see it's really concentrated at the spine, on the back of the neck, and not on the front of the neck. See that? It's on the back. So it's specific. It's not just funk. It is specifically targeted. That's what that proves. All right. So this stuff here, I wash it and I wash the salt off through the whole thing. I tell you, you got to get it off of you so your body starts becoming more electrical. So when I wash it off, I get to this final layer and I smelled my underarm, bro. And I felt like I was going to throw up. And I've never in my life felt like that with my underarms. Like, I've never smelled anything like that in all my days of my whole life. So I said, holy shit, what is this? It smelled like for poly, for fly, fluorine, for flivitol. You know what I'm saying? It's something in there with the salt tuber. And it's hitting areas that isn't necessarily connected to the pineal gland. It's like an in-between, like your underarm is a lymph node area. And it's got this stuff in it that's like, you can't pronounce it kind of smell. Like it's just like one of those chemicals. When it comes out, it stinks, but it doesn't come off with water and a rag. You need coconut oil and and you scrub it and it comes off. You use water, rag, soap, that shit ain't coming off. It's tar. It's like a tar. So this is it here. This is what it looks like. And that's why your clothes are stained, because you've been poisoned. Because they tell you that it's funk and it's must, and you need to get in more chemicals like fluoride to wash off that musk. And it's total, it's a travestal, atrocital cycle of a horrible life to live. And I'm exposing it firsthand. So, yep. So that's both underarms right there. And it is the most, it's not there anymore. I don't smell it or anything. Not even a remnant of it. But it is, well, actually a tiny little remnant. I'll probably sweat that out today. But yeah, all this glue, the most cooked stuff gets the most darkest. Your spine, your underarms, the ears are not that much except for the combustible areas, which are here, here, and on the sides of the eyes. So those are the calcification races to those areas, because those are the hottest areas. You can't even tell just by touching. It's just like there's no way to know. But inside of there, it's doing this. So all the glue is just like, holy shit, where is there something that's steaming? And they run to it. And that's why I tell you to put the bands on. That's why I tell you to put the turpentine on the tissue, put it in your ears. Because as long as these things stay hot, the glue is just going to go running to it. And it's going to get burnt up. It's going to get cooked up. It's going to melt. It's going to run out of the face. You can put turpentine and tissue in the ears, in the nostrils. And all the salt that's around your eyeballs and in your sinus just comes running out. And you can taste it. It's all just salt. Under your loins, you'll get this brown stuff on your underwear and stuff like that. If you have enough nerve to stick your tongue on that, you'll see that it is nothing but salt. So removing salt from the diet takes away the naked man streaker to the jacket. And then the jacket is just laying there, and there's no naked man there anymore to appall you, or however you want to look at that. So it's probably a nasty guy, sits around eating chemicals, reeking to high heaven with a big beer belly. You don't want to see what's under that jacket. This is Grimnasty TV. Thank you for watching. And as always, when you get awake, stay awake.